Good morning, everybody. Okay, we are Tuesday, March 7th. I am back from my cruise. I know I was saying that I would try to film some of it to show you guys, but at the end of the day, things changed. Once I got on the boat, I said, you know what, I'm going to put all my technology away, not for you, not because of you guys, but because of work. Very, very busy with work. I get a lot of calls, a lot of this. And even on the cruise, I was still getting stuff. And I said, you know what, I need to enjoy myself. So I put everything away. I didn't even take any pictures, nothing. So did not film anything. That being said, cruise was great. I had a fun time. I didn't quite enjoy it as much as the first time. It's nothing to do with the cruise. It's more to do with I've had too many vacations. Like I've had almost as many vacations in the last 6-8 months than in the last 6-7 years. You know, so it was kind of saved up from all the COVID and all that stuff, and we blew through our budget and all, and we had a great time. But at a certain point, you don't seem to appreciate as much as when they're more spaced out. So now we are done with the vacations. They are behind us. I'm ready to get back to work, ready to get back to the normal life. Had a great time. The kids had a wonderful time. That's the important thing. More memories with them, and yeah. And I brought a lot of family members that had never left Quebec. So I think it's important for people that haven't been out of the country to get out there and see how big the world is. So even if it was just on a ship and we only made a few little destinations, I think it opened a lot of their eyes up to just how beautiful the world is. So I think it was a big success and everyone seemed to like it. That being said, now, how did I do? Well, it's a cruise. And I'm on vacation. So I didn't do nearly as well as I thought I would. Or I hope to. No, I shouldn't say as far as I didn't think I'd do well at all, to be honest with you. Because as soon as like the first night we got on, instead of doing the buffet, we did the dining. You can do dining rooms too, where it's à la carte, which means basically you get a menu and then you order your stuff. And God, the options they had were just unbelievable. These things that we just can't get back home, these meals. And like, for example, we had lobster night and stuff. So it was crazy, crazy. So I indulged. I was better than I normally would be. Normally, every time I go down there, I put on at least 10 pounds. I think last time I documented, I put on like 14 pounds. Now, of course, I don't keep it on. It takes about a week and a half to get it right back off again. But this time around, I don't remember how much I weighed in my last video. I think it was something like 289 or something like that. So I weighed myself this morning and I'm 291.8, which is a big success. Obviously, it's not a weight loss, but to be coming off a cruise, it's very good. It's very, very good. So now I can start working back on losing off because I'm still, so the lowest I've been is basically 276. I think it was 275.8 or something. So let's say 276. So I am about 16 pounds higher than my lowest. It's not good. It's not all sodium either. I've put on some weight and we've discussed all this stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Now it's to get back on the grind. How do I feel about it? Well, I am on Saxenda again, 0.6. I had to stop on the ship taking Saxenda for 2-3 days because I had some stomach issues, some pooping issues. And so I just kind of backed off. And by backing off of Saxenda, things kind of got back into place by itself. I'm not using the right expression, but you guys know what I'm saying. It fixed itself. So I decided since I was on the cruise, I'm far from home, I'm going to play it safe, and I just got off of it. But I am back on again this morning. I know you're not supposed to stop, but at this point, I've done so much testing with it that I feel comfortable just stopping 3 days and coming back on if I have to. So be it, right? So this morning, am I hungry? Right now, I'm not hungry. I think it's only about 9 o'clock. I've had my coffee though, so I did have a coffee this morning. And the hard part is going to be definitely the breakfasts because on the cruise I was having breakfast. So that's always tough to go back to eating in a 6-hour window, the intermittent fasting. It's not easy. It's not easy starting off. But once I've said this before, if you can just hang on to that for 3-4 days in a row, usually you adapt pretty well. And after that, the hunger gets better and better and better and better. And eventually you don't crave breakfast at all. You don't even think, it doesn't even cross your mind. So it's worth it. You got to get on that. If you're serious about losing weight, I think the intermittent fasting worked wonders for me. Don't get me wrong. I fell off the wagon at a certain point, but it wasn't because of the intermittent fasting. It was just old habits creeping back, right? So Yeah, we're back on now. Got to lose some weight. I could feel by the end of the cruise, my jeans were getting tight. That is a bad feeling when your jeans. I was putting my legs, and I'm like, oh man, it's tight. It was almost like skinny jeans at a certain point. That's how I knew I was in trouble. I said, okay, you got to back off there, calm down. So I am avoiding some of my shirts, which is also a bad feeling. So I bought some shirts whenever I was about 278. Yeah, I think it was in the high 270s, and I remember they were slightly tight, and I figured, well, it's okay, but in 2 weeks I'll be able to wear them. And then I put on, 16 pounds. So there's these shirts that are hanging in my closet that I'm eager to wear, and I can't wear because I'm too big. Not a great feeling, but it is something that you can use as fuel to kind of say, okay, well, let's get back on track. So that's the plan now. Haven't planned the gym yet. I know the gym is a great option. I need to incorporate the gym because it's usually huge for salt, for sodium. Get rid of your sodium, sweat it out. Huge, just get your mind in the right place. But I don't have a plan as of yet to when I'm going to start back up. I'll give you an example. Tomorrow I'm leaving already for Quebec City. I got to go work on the road. I've got 2-3 weeks of on and off where every week I'm going to be out of town, and I even have some weekends I'm working out of town. So I've got some big weeks ahead of me. I need to prepare correctly. I need to get my vegetable pizzas. I haven't had that in a long time, so I think I'm actually going to be, I'm hoping to actually want to eat my vegetable pizzas. I didn't kill them because I've been eating them so many times. At the last time, I got kind of turned off by the fact that the microwave wasn't working. I ate it cold, and it kind of gave me not nausea, but it just turned me off for the whole pizza idea. So I kind of ruined it for a little bit. But I'm hoping to get things back on track now. And I was able to pick up some more hot sauce. So whenever we went on the cruise, we left the day before, stopped in New York City, spent the day in New York, and I found that shop with my hot sauce, which is beautiful. It's not a super hot sauce because I can't handle that anymore with my stomach, but it just adds a nice little kick to my pizzas, because the taste has been the same forever. So now it just changes things up a little bit, makes it that much better. So I'm excited about that. Other than that, feeling okay. I got my beard done last night, did my lines and all that. So I'm starting to get into the groove. I got to do my hair. It's getting a little long. I've always said that I think one of the best ways to start losing weight is to take good care of yourself. Start grooming, make sure your teeth are done. I went to the dentist yesterday because on the cruise, I broke this one again. I had chipped it about a month ago, and I didn't take care of it. Well, it fell on the cruise. Thankfully, it was near the end of the cruise, so I lucked out on that end. But yeah, I got it fixed yesterday, so that's a good feeling, and I've got some more teeth to get fixed. I've got some holes from when I was a kid. I lost some teeth, and I've been wanting to get that fixed for a long time. So I think I've been avoiding it. I have a hard time spending that much money on myself. I'd much rather, like, my kids have braces, but I refuse to pay $6,000 for a bridge kind of thing. But I think this year will be the year where I'm going to start being a little bit more selfish and take care of my health. And even if it's just aesthetic and teeth, try to get that fixed up. Maybe that will also push me to want to get healthier everywhere. So we work on ourselves, work on our diet, work on the mental aspect. I think that is the most important part. And yeah, try to document it now that I'm back, and hopefully we can get through this together. So I hope you're all doing fine. I hope your struggles are not as bad as mine have been, or that you can at least overcome them and be stronger. So let's do this. We're all in this together still. Nothing has changed. Hiccup in the road, but it doesn't matter. We're going to get back on track, and we're going to keep setting new records. So here we go, guys. See you.